What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest city in the world, Wrasslin City. As always, we are your host. I'm Taylor,
And I'm Ryler.
and we are back after a pretty long week off. Ryler was busy with school, but here we are, and we are here to make our predictions for Saturday night's main event. The 80s, 90s hit is officially back, and dude, I'm pumped. I cannot wait for this show.
I'm excited for it. I'm glad they decided to bring it back. I thought that was pretty cool. We're also going to get to see Jesse Ventura. He is going to be back on commentary at this event. So they're bringing back some of the, like you were saying, 80s, early 90s, I guess, nostalgia. So I'm excited to see this. But I thought we were going to have very similar predictions on this. But going into this, you were saying that you think ours are going to be very different. So I am excited and very ready to see what you have to say about these.
Yeah,
And as always, that title is going to be on the line. Well, you're going to be so generous as to put it on the line, correct?
yeah, we
You
we were
thought long
talking.
and hard.
Yeah, we were actually like talking like a few weeks ago if we wanted to do predictions for this show because at first we were like, yeah, there might be maybe like three matches, so we really
Hmm.
didn't want to do that. But there's actually five matches that are taking place this weekend. The fifth was added this past Monday on Raw. It'll be Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. We'll always make a prediction on that, but yeah, I mean, I'm ready to get in these predictions if you are.
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah, but one thing before we get into this, you talked about how they're bringing back Jason Ventura. I'm excited to hear him back on commentary, even though I have never heard him on commentary. But other than that, I do hope that they really make this feel like really old school. I hope they bring back like the red, white, and blue robes. Maybe they'll have like the referees dressed up in like the little bow tie, how they used to
Uh-huh.
do back in the
That
day.
would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to put my predictions championship on the line. I will become the first ever champion to successfully retain without a tie, without a draw,
Nah,
going
we'll
through
see. We'll see, man.
definitively.
You better hold that belt right now. Enjoy it while you can because it's coming back home spiritually, not physically, but
Yeah, we
spiritually.
we got to figure that out. We've got to figure this out with
We
the whole.
really do. We have a plan in the works, so hopefully we can get something as we go through this season more. Christmas coming up, we can get something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, let's kick it off with the Women's United States Championship match. We don't know exactly who will be in the match come Saturday night. We will find out that tomorrow night on SmackDown. Well, by the time you're listening to this tonight on SmackDown. So the final four right now are Tiffany Stratton, Meechin, Chelsea Green, and Bailey. So you'll have the semifinals will be Tiffany Stratton versus Meechin, I believe, and then Bailey versus Chelsea Green. So who do you have in the going into the finals, and then who do you have winning the
Oh,
women?
geez. So we started out with the one. This is the one I was the least confident about. I think that this could go a lot of ways, but I think ultimately I am going to go with the final two being I guess it's Bailey versus you said Chelsea Green, and then Tiffany Stratton versus Meechin in
Yeah,
the semifinals. I think, or my predictions is going to be in the final two is going to be Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton, and I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win.
wow. So you got heel versus heel in the finals.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think the end game. I'm not sure about the actual who's going to go in the actual finals, but I think it's going to end with Tiffany Stratton becoming the United States champion, so they could tell the story about her having that belt, and then also the fact like, is she going to be the dual champion? I think it would be a pretty cool story to tell.
Yeah, yeah. I've got Tiffany Stratton in the finals as well. I've got her going up against Bailey. I you know
Okay.
that little feud's been going on for quite some time now, so I think they'll face off again Saturday night. And then I actually have Tiffany Stratton not winning. I have Bailey becoming the first ever.
Those were the two I was torn between for sure.
Yeah, I've got Bailey becoming the new Women's United States Champion, the first ever. But I know I said this at Survivor Series, but this weekend is when Tiffany Stratton will cash in on Nia Jax and become the new
You
Women's.
think so, huh?
Yes, because I have a feeling that Nia Jax, I'm pretty sure she'll be ringside for that match, cheer on her bestie, Tiffany Stratton. And I think Nia Jax will end up somehow costing Tiffany Stratton the win, and then she'll like go in the ring afterwards. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, and then boom, Tiffany Stratton cashes in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna cash in, but I could see that as a possibility. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with it because I think I was definitely between those two, Bailey or Tiffany Stratton. I don't think Chelsea or Meechin have really much of a chance of winning, but I would be happy with seeing Bailey winning. I mean, my gut is telling me Tiffany.
I mean, honestly, I'd be fine if either four of these women won this match, won the U.S. title, because I think all four of them deserve it. I really think Chelsea Green or Meechin deserve it more, but I just think that you want to put this belt on a established star to start it off, and then have like Chelsea Green or something win it afterwards. But yeah, I've got Bailey becoming a new.
Okay, so we have one different. Okay, that kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I know one's going to be a little bit different, but we'll save that for last. Which one you want to go to next?
We can go with the Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. That one right there is pretty.
Yeah.
For me, I've got Drew McIntyre winning.
Of course, Sami's going to win. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Drew McIntyre is going to win this match.
Yeah,
and
we all know that he'll win this match, and then he'll go on to face Jey Uso whenever. So. Yeah,
and it's not something that really, I mean, I love Sami, of course, but Drew needs this win. And this is something that's not really going to harm Zayn that much, I don't think. I think that they could have a good match. Drew McIntyre is going to end up with the win, though. He needs to get his heat back or his momentum back after losing at Bad Blood and being gone for so long. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty agreeable one, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, we've got the World Heavyweight Championship. It is a triple threat match that was announced this past Monday on Raw. It'll be Gunther defending his title against Finn Balor and now Damian Priest. Mm-hmm. Who do you got this one?
Oh, I got Gunther retaining.
Yeah. Yeah, see.
Okay.
I mean, I've got Gunther retaining as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, see,
I think it's pretty clear. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they, well, actually, I kind of would, if they did put the title on like Priest or Finn Balor. But to me, this is when the downfall of the whole Judgment Day and Finn Balor stuff just culminates or starts it off. Because Finn Balor is going to go into the match. He's going to lose, and then he actually has to defend his tag team titles Monday night on Raw against the War Raiders, and I think he'll lose then. So, because these past few weeks on Raw, he's been saying, you listen to Finn and everyone wins. That ain't gonna happen this weekend, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, I am kind of glad that they made this a triple threat match, though, because Finn Balor and Gunther would be good one-on-one, but it'd be heel versus heel. So a lot of people in the crowd would be like, okay, so I mean, who do we root for in this match?
Yeah.
So I think adding Damian Priest was a smart choice. So
I think so too. I thought it was a good idea for them to add that. I was surprised when they did, but it doesn't make it any less obvious. I think that it's pretty clear that Gunther's going to, walk out of the event still with the title.
Yeah. Speaking of Judgment Day, we've got another Judgment Day member defending her title, and that is Liv Morgan. She will be defending her Women's World Championship against Io Sky. Who do you got in that one?
I've got Liv retaining. I think a lot of people I saw saying Io Sky, and I think that is crazy. I mean, I guess you're saying with the downfall of Judgment Day, go ahead and what's your prediction?
You
Come
know when
on.
I texted you when I texted you earlier, I said we might have different picks.
Uh-huh.
This is one of them.
Okay.
I've got
Okay.
Io Sky walking out of Saturday Night's Main Event as your new Women's World Champion. Now, here's why. So we ended Monday Night Raw off with that closing shot of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky both holding the title. Liv Morgan wasn't in the picture. And that right there told you that that match is going to take place at WrestleMania. And to me, see, at first I was like, okay, Liv Morgan will win this match, and then, Rhea Ripley will end up losing the title, or Rhea Ripley will end up winning the title at like the first Raw on Netflix or something, and then we'll get to the Io Sky and Rhea Ripley match. I just don't see WWE having Rhea Ripley win the title in January and then losing it in April. So I've got Io Sky winning this match, and then they're going to have to finish this Rhea and Liv feud anyway. So you can do
Yeah.
that with the title. Have Rhea Ripley beat Liv Morgan, and then have her win Elimination Chamber, because I don't see her winning the Royal Rumble again. I think she won it 2 years ago? Yeah, she won it 2 years ago then she went on to face Charlotte. So I have her winning Elimination Chamber, and then I'll have her beating Io Sky at WrestleMania for the Women's
So to
World
be
Championship.
clear, you see Io Sky holding the title for like almost half a year? Like 5 months?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a different prediction. I'm happy
See,
about that.
I feel like it. I see them doing that more with Io Sky, having her hold the title for that time period than Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that's fair, but I see Liv Morgan just holding it for both of those.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair enough though. Okay, we
But
have one
yeah,
different prediction, or well, a second different one, but the one I'm excited for to talk about is the main event, and you better stand on business because you have been saying this, you've been speaking up, you've been telling me that you have a bold prediction for this. So the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Championship. What's your prediction?
now part of me feels like WWE doesn't have the balls to pull this off, and okay, yeah, I'm going to stand on business. I've got Kevin Owens winning this title. I've got Kevin Owens. Yes, you heard me correctly. I've got Kevin Owens. If you follow me on Twitter, which you can at Wrasslin City _, this whole week I've made at least 2 posts saying that Kevin Owens should win at Saturday Night's Main Event, and he should. He's been going on about for the last month and a half or so, talking about how he's right. Then have him win the title. It just wouldn't make him look good for him to be on this war path of destruction these last couple weeks, and just to have him lose.
Okay, so first of all, I agree. I think that it would be awesome to see Kevin win the title. But the question I have for you is that, okay, Kevin Owens, he's been going on his war path. He wins the Undisputed Championship from Cody Rhodes. And then what?
He gives it back to Cody and the Royal Rumble or whatever. That's not.
Okay, I
That's
guess.
not, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I've seen a lot. Okay, see, look, I've seen a lot of people say that no, Cody Rhodes is going to win because Randy Orton's going to come out and save him. That's just boring to me.
Okay, so
Honestly, I'd rather have Kevin Owens beat Cody Rhodes to win the title, and then after the match, have Randy Orton come out there and fend off Kevin Owens.
okay, yeah.
Happy that way.
I definitely do think it would be awesome to see him win the title. I would, as a long term, I've been a fan of Kevin Owens for, since he was, I guess, Universal Champion, which is what, 7 years ago? That's unbelievable, first of all. But So I want to see him get that opportunity again. But the main two things that make me think that, first, my prediction, I think Cody Rhodes is going to walk out with the title. But the two main things that make me think that Cody is going to retain for sure is that, first of all, I think that Saturday night's main event is you're treating it more like a PLE, and it is a PLE technically, but I think it's more going to be like how the Saudi shows have been, like how Starcade in 2018 was, or 2017, whatever that was that year. I think it's going to be more like a glorified house show. And I see these as more matches to strengthen each individual title reign rather than seeing a bunch of new champions. But the biggest thing that makes me think that Cody Rhodes is going to retain is that, from a business perspective, they're introducing or bringing back for one night only the Winged Eagle title. And I think that they are going to have a champion that's going to be a better representative of the company. And I think that's Cody Rhodes. That's the same reason we were when I looked at when we were doing the crown jewel, I predicted Gunther winning the King of the Ring, and after
Yeah.
that, I was like, wow, I just turned my like business side of my brain off for this, because of course they're not going to have Gunther win that match. They're
Yeah.
going to have the two faces because it's all political stuff. They need the two top company baby faces to represent that company. They have the Winged Eagle, so they're gonna have their top person, that top top bill baby face, to stand tall with that title, hold it up, get a picture, a nostalgic picture with it at the end of Saturday night's main event, the return of it. So I think Cody fits that build. So Cody is my prediction to retain.
Yeah, but just imagine how badass it would be for
It
Cody Rhodes
would.
to walk out with the Winged Eagle title. Because I mean, we if you haven't seen the clip that Triple H posted on his Twitter account or all over his social medias, we didn't actually see the title, but this is something that Cody Rhodes has been lobbying for ever. I mean, even before he won the title, that he wants to bring this title back. And
Mhm.
they showed a clip of him like opening up a briefcase, and it was just glowing. And that's all we saw. We didn't see what was inside the briefcase, but I mean, we just got to know that that's what that is.
And I
And
think with the we've also seen, like, they did like old retro photo shoots or whatnot. Didn't we see Kevin Owens with the Winged Eagle in one of those?
we sure did, and
Yeah,
he looked pretty good with it too.
he
I
would.
actually posted that. I actually posted that picture of him on my
Uh-huh.
Twitter.
Yeah, it
So
looks pretty good on him. I would love to see him win it. I like Kevin better than Cody for sure. I just Yeah, I see them going. He's the John Cena now. That's his place. He's their top babyface, so they're gonna have somebody represent it with the Winged Eagle title, and I think Cody is the better fit person for that at the moment.
and see another thing that I think about, it was that promo that Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens had on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, I think it was like right before Survivor Series, like 2 weeks before Survivor Series, and Cody Rhodes talked about how Kevin Owens their match at Bash in Berlin, when Cody Rhodes' knee was hurt and Kevin Owens didn't pull the trigger.
Uh huh.
I mean, I just don't see how they can have him not do that like twice in a row. A guy like Kevin Owens, I just.
Yeah.
But then again, I also can't see them have. I just don't think they have the balls to do it.
Yeah,
But
that's fair. That's
part of me
fair.
feels part part of me feels like it will happen. So
So
my
the my question is, so we've said this basically before, like every single PLE for the or after at the very end for every PLE since like SummerSlam at this point. Do you think The Rock is going to come out after the match?
after the match,
During this event, do you think he's going to appear?
I feel like he has to because if you look at the commercial, I mean, he's in the commercial, but I don't. I mean, is that like part of the? Is that part of our predictions? Like, if we
No, no. I've seen a lot of stuff about it, and I think that if The Rock did come out, I think he could just do, because which PLE was it that he came out at the very end and just like
Bad
held his
blood.
fingers up. Bad Blood. Okay, so he showed up at that event. He didn't show up at Survivor Series. I think that if so Cody and Kevin happens, they have a long fight, whatever, Orton comes out, whatever shenanigans happen. Cody Rhodes stands tall at the end, and The Rock comes out and he does the same thing where he comes out, he doesn't say anything. People are saying that the last one didn't make sense because he literally just came out and he hasn't responded since then. I think if he came out at this event, it would justify that more because they could almost say it like he's in the background, just like looming, waiting for his moment, you know? He's reminding them that he's always there, like he's ready to, ready to home back in, get the title.
Well, the thing to me is that happened at Bad Blood. We haven't heard one single mention of it from
Yeah,
anybody.
no, they haven't. And it was
We
like
haven't we
apparently,
haven't heard Michael Cole mention it, Corey Graves. We
uh-huh.
haven't heard Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett. We haven't heard Roman Reigns, the Usos, Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa. Nobody.
And this was just allegedly just to keep him on TV, like keep him, I guess, in people's
Yeah, yeah.
minds.
I saw that report where apparently he was in town for something, so they
Mhm.
just wanted to put him on the PLE.
I think him coming out for this one could kind of justify that because I get the not mentioning stuff that that's, I don't know why they do that, but him actually coming out and just showing that he's always there, like ready, he's watching, he's paying attention, and he's lurking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we see him this weekend. If I had to guess, the next time we'll see him is going to be on that first Raw on Netflix.
That
I think
makes sense. That makes sense. Mhm.
so. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our predictions. So we
Okay.
will for sure. Well, we've got what, three wrong? I mean, three different here out of the
Uh-huh.
five. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we have some room for some different ones. Okay. We'll see.
Hey,
You better be
I'm letting you
comfortable.
know. I'm letting you know that this is staying with
Nah.
me. So yeah. So my picks are for this Saturday night's main event are I've got Kevin Owens becoming the new undisputed champion. I've got Bailey becoming the first ever United States champion. I've got Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn. I've got Gunther retaining his world heavyweight champion, and I've got Io Sky becoming the new women's world champion.
And I have Cody Rhodes retaining his title, Tiffany Stratton winning the women's title, the U.S. women's title, Gunther retaining the world heavyweight title, Drew McIntyre beating Sami Zayn, and Liv Morgan retaining her title.
There you have it.
We have some different picks. I'm excited. I think with 3 of them too, right? Geez, forgive me. My brain's off right now. I'm on winter break. But that means with 3 of them that one of us have to win unless something happens like a no contest or something like that. So there is basically a guarantee that one of us are going to walk out with that title clearly,
Yeah.
One of us is going to have the pinfall victory, and it's going to be me.
Oh, dude,
We'll
you're
see. You
you're
better
funny.
get comfortable. Come on.
You're
Come on.
funny.
It's coming home.
But let us know in the comments down below what your predictions are for this Saturday night's main event. I cannot wait. I plan on doing a little video recap of it or something like that when the show's over. So look out for that. And before we go, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We are just 4 subscribers away from 200.
Almost there.
We would love to hit that mark before the end of the year. And we thank you guys for the continued support that you guys continue to show us. We love you guys. We love doing this. This is easily the best decision I've ever made, making YouTube. So I can come on here and talk about the thing that I love, wrestling, right here in the greatest city in the world, Wrasslin City. Until then, we will see you guys next time. Peace.